Let's roll cameras.
I would imagine you do a lot of boring interviews.
This one won't be boring, I don't think. I do a lot of boring ones, but this one
won't be boring.
Something incredibly boring and dumb.
How's it going, Bernie?
Okay, it's going great. Good to be with you guys.
All right. You recently announced you're back. How you feeling? You know, you had a little health thing going on now. Are you back 100%? You ready to rock?
I am feeling really good.
What do you have to say to those people that are worried and say, oh, well, is he healthy enough? Is he this? Is he that? Blah, 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 blah.
Well, follow me around the campaign trail, and I think you'll learn that I'm healthy, that I'm vigorous, and we're going to win this campaign.
Got you.
And we're going to defeat the most dangerous president in the history of this country, and defeat him badly.
Right.
We got to get Donald Duck out of here.
Gonna get him out. Right. You just had a rally out in Queens?
We did.
Big rally. How many people were there?
Oh, who's counting? 26,433 people and a little kid and 2 dogs.
And 50 Cent was there.
And our homegirl, shout out to her, AOC was out there.
Repping. How does it feel to have somebody like that from this generation connect with you?
You know, that is a great question.
Old school.
Right. What it tells us is that no matter our age or where we were born or the color of our skin, people have an enormous amount in common. We are a common humanity. And to see a young woman of 30, the youngest woman ever elected to the Congress, working alongside of me in the fight for justice, it tells me that we have enormous opportunity to bring people all over this country around an agenda that works for all of us, not just the 1%.
On the campaign trail, where is the worst food? You can speak freely, Bernie. Speak freely.
One of the things that I'm trying to do, let me beat around the bush on that issue,
Gotcha.
is eat healthy.
You ever have a chopped cheese?
No.
No? Oh, you're missing out, Bernie. We
Probably
gotta get
the
you
most unhealthy thing you get in your entire life.
Like, literally, if you're caught on camera eating one, you cannot be president. It's just the way the system works. We're also from the Bronx, and being from the Bronx,
I was born in Brooklyn.
All right.
Yeah, BK.
Are you a Nets fan?
No.
Okay, just make sure.
Yes, thank you.
Now, I'll tell you some ancient history. You ready for ancient?
Let's hear some ancient history.
Once upon a time, George Washington era, there was a team called the Brooklyn Dodgers. And the guy who owned the Dodgers did something horrible, beyond belief. He took that team away from this community. It really was enormously upsetting to the people of Brooklyn and New York.
Yeah.
And so, you know, over the years, I became a Red Sox fan after I moved to Vermont. I know that stuff.
Yeah,
That hurts. I need a second to recover. Yeah, let's stop down for a second. I gotta.
We need some water or something stronger.
Probably common mark.
You know, something that concerns us dearly and most of our viewers, weed. What is your weed policy like?
So this is what we do. Right now, unbelievable, under the Controlled Substance Act, marijuana is at the same level as heroin, which is insane. So we take it out of that, which essentially legalizes marijuana all over this country. And the second thing we do, move to expunge the records of those people who have been arrested for marijuana. And the third thing we do, which is really important, I think, as we move toward the legalization of marijuana, I don't want large corporations profiting. I want the people who have been hurt the most to be able to benefit. The folks who should be involved in the legal marijuana business will be people of color.
Smart. All right, we told your staff no hot button issues. We lied. Okay. We got a very controversial question for you.
All right.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Well, Killer Mike is a good friend.
Ah, also, you're friends with Cardi B?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Cardi, BX in the house. Yeah. How did that even come around?
You know, you got a lot of, entertainment stars. These folks make zillions of dollars a year. And a lot of them don't have the guts to speak out on important issues. They don't want to antagonize this group, you know, Republicans buy sneakers, et cetera, et cetera. But Cardi B has. And we had a couple of really long chats about politics, and I'm glad that she is supportive.
Do you think Trump is going to be impeached?
Yeah, I think he will be impeached in the House. Whether he will be convicted in the Senate is another story. This president, in my view, is not just a pathological liar. He's not just a racist and a sexist and a homophobe. His administration is probably the most corrupt administration, certainly in the modern history of this country. It's unbelievable. He can't control himself. What makes our campaign kind of unique, we're not only taking on Trump and the Republicans, we're taking on the Democratic establishment. We're taking on the insurance companies and the drug companies, taking on Wall Street. You know, Wall Street borrowing money for 2%, and then charging people 25 or 30% interest rates on their credit cards. What do you call that?
It's like extortion.
Exactly. That's what it is. And you got to call it out.
Shock the world.
Yeah.
What is one of your guilty pleasures?
I watch a lot of old movies.
Like what movies? Like Belly?
Death of a Salesman.
Old.
Not that old, you know, but you know.
I think you're gonna blow my mind and be like, I play Fortnite every day.
Nah, not me, not me.
I don't know if you've seen, we've played basketball against Cory Booker. Can we get
Occasionally I play a little basketball with the grandchildren.
Okay.
Football.
We brought some sneakers for you to look at to figure out if these are like a fit for you, if these are something you rock, if these have
They have the proper arch support.
do they have the
all right.
Bernie approved drip?
Increase your vertical, you know what I mean?
I did a lot of improvement on my vertical. I barely got off the ground now.
First sneaker here. This is a Travis Scott rapper. He's married to
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner. Yes. Straight up.
Horizon
You
shit.
might be a billionaire, you have the guillotine. But yeah.
Yes.
How much do you think this retails for?
$100.
$100. What's the resale on these bad boys? Is it $1,500?
1,500.
1,500. Are you interested?
Paying $1,500 for
Yes.
this pair of sneakers? I think I'll pass.
Okay, all right. Okay. Straight up said no to this. So something more suited for someone not taking big corporate money.
Looks like a nice sneaker.
What do you think the resale value on this bad boy is?
Well, now the last one was $1,500, right?
Right.
What was this? $250?
250. What's the resale on this?
$4,500, aka 2 Honda Civics in the Bronx.
This is a status thing?
It's
Yes.
a flex.
It's a flex. Are you not? You're not a big flexer?
No.
Okay. All right.
Fan of flexing.
I really don't like that idea. People paying $4,500. And
Nobody likes that idea.
insane.
Are you familiar with Kanye West?
Sure.
This is Kanye's sneaker, the last sneaker he released when he was still under contract with Nike.
Well, you have blown my mind on the last two sneakers, so I hesitate. I'm going to go big on this one. You
Go
ready?
big or go home, Bernie.
All right. I mean, it's weird to say it. $1,000. All right, again.
What is the resale value of the Red October?
$11,000.
Does anybody in the world pay $11,000?
Sadly, yes.
I think I'll pass on that one too.
What's a more reasonable Bernie sneaker? What would you
Maybe be $45, $50.
like that? Like a pair of New Balances? Like
Exactly.
a running
That's what it is. New Balance.
New Balance.
Little running shoe?
All right, we got to get a pair of custom-made Bernie Sanders New Balances. We're going to work on that. What features do you need on it? You need like Hypertech pumps or
If
like...
they had shoelaces, that would be good.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
If they had rubber soles, that would be pretty
soles,
good.
okay.
shoelaces, rubber soles.
I'm pretty modest guy.
modest?
Keep me from falling on my face.
We're gonna design the Air Bernie.
Looks like a nice sneaker.
Bernie, if you could say one thing to the people watching this interview, what would it be?
Get involved. The future of the country is at stake.
I like that. Also, do you have anything to say about the state of our Knicks?
Good luck.
Yo, Bodega Boys in the building. Senator Bernie Sanders.
Good luck!
Good luck.